Everybody, we're going to Venus finally, A Stranger's Call. If you remember, I just upgraded to level 14.
Our new friend must have access to extraordinary methods to have reached out to us like that. The radio message she sent came from somewhere in the jungles of Venus.
I've seen where the new DLC is going to be available for this game in September. But something about the advertisement said that you would only be able to get the ultimate Destiny experience on the PS4. I hope that doesn't mean that they're not going to release the DLC for Xbox. Because even when I upgrade from a 360 to a One,
we thought this was all lost in the collapse.
I'm still going to have an Xbox because Halo. I'm not going to abandon Halo. I know I haven't done any Halo videos on my channel yet except the Halo 5 beta. But I really like the storyline of Halo, though Halo 3 and 4 have disappointed me with what they could have been so far. Halo 1 and 2 are by far, for their time, two of the most awesome games in the history of ever.
I don't like us getting dragged out.
Halo 3 really disappointed me.
There used to be a Guardian outpost nearby. Let's see what they have on this place.
Oh, it's telling me to go this way. Wouldn't that be wild if in the future we really could build cities on Venus? It'd be fucking awful to live there, though. I mean, suppose right now the pressure on Venus is like 10 times as the bottom of the ocean. It's ridiculously high. It might not be 10 times the bottom of our ocean, but it's ridiculously high, and it crushes any probes that we've ever landed there. Been crushed like pop cans in no time flat. You know, I always go the road route. I don't think I've ever gone up this way. Suppose that we could siphon off enough of its atmosphere, but that's not an issue. And we could reduce the heat, even though it's ridiculously close to the sun compared to where Earth is. Say we could reduce the heat to where it was tolerable. It'd still be pretty tropical and warm there, even if we could get rid of all the global warming that's going on Venus, because yes, it actually is a planet that has runaway greenhouse gases and global warming caused by those greenhouse gases. But suppose we could get rid of all those gases, we could cool it down, make it habitable for people to live on, you know, Earth-like. It's still got the day on Venus lasts something like, I think a year on Venus is something like 120 Earth days or 130 Earth days or something like that. And a day on Venus is like 150 Earth days, is actually longer than the year. So once the sun comes up in the morning, it's going to be more than I guess you'd say a Venusian year before the sun goes down. And that's going to make for some hella hot days. And that's going to make for some really hard times sleeping. You know, it's been pretty much the equivalent of noon for 3 weeks straight. It would be hard to sleep. I don't even know what it would be like on the night side of the planet.
And they can tell it. Great. Guardians used to have sensors to track them.
I don't know if we reduce the amount of heat and greenhouse gases, if it would actually be like comfortable on the night side time of the planet, or if it'd get really cold because it's night for so long on the night side of the planet. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or it, right now Venus has like some of the highest winds in the solar system. And such a disparity between the side that is showing towards the sun and the side that is away from the sun could help to explain that. So you could actually end up with extremely high winds. I see him flashing on my radar. It says he's right up against me. So unless you figure out a way to speed Venus's rotation up to something more normal, you could, because there'd be such extreme heating on one side and cooling on the other, you could end up with winds whipping around the planet at 200 miles an hour, which would make it impossible to build anything. So you might, if you were going to colonize Venus, you might have to figure out how to speed up its rotation, as well as every other problem that there would be with it. I don't know, it's just random thoughts.
The Vex sensors should be up ahead.
You know, Venus has a lot of sulfuric acid in its atmosphere. Theoretically, I guess if you could find a way to milk a bunch of, or bleed a bunch of the atmosphere off to thin it up so that you could actually have it,
Okay, I should be able
you
to
know,
track these machines.
it actually be habitable there,
Those coordinates and find out
then
which
I
ones
would
to see.
think that you could also form water out of... You could actually use a lot of the other elements that are in its atmosphere to create the other things you need for the planet. The only thing I can't figure out is how you would speed up its rotation. Unless you build something like the Annihilatrix from Frisky Dingo and turn it on its side so that it increases rotation instead of throwing it into the sun. But Venus is actually the closest to Earth in size and mass, so it's damn near a twin of Earth. It's like the twin of Earth that went wrong. Hey, here's a chest. Hey, let's see how that compares to the rifle I've been using. It's only got 91 attack. Screw it. It would make a very Earth-like planet in the right circumstances.
Like we're surrounded. The coordinates lead here. What is it? Let me get a closer look.
I'm trying to scan the conflux, but it won't let me deploy my ghost. There we go. Deploy the ghost.
Fascinating. A conflux at non-baryonic streams going where? No. It's the Vex. Better find some cover.
Now, the first time I came here, the first time I fought the Vex, I thought, you know, they might be scary. They're Terminator-like. I really wasn't impressed with them. They're not that scary. One thing they are, though, is annoying because the way they can just teleport in. Something. Okay, am I supposed to be running away, running towards? Hobgoblins I fucking hate! You're fighting some of those, like, Axis hobgoblins. Those guys are bastards. Really? You don't have it loaded yet, you jackass? Really? I fucking hate it when they do that shit. They stand still just long enough that you get aim on them, and then they fucking back away. Good, he dropped his grenade up there. I still can't jump quite high enough to get up there. My Titan can jump a lot higher than this Hunter can, which doesn't make any sense. The Hunter is a lot smaller, a lot less massive. Boom. Not as aggressive as they usually are. They're usually all up in your face. Use that teleporting technology to just screw with you. I'm just going to shoot it right there. Can do the most damage. Instead of just aiming for one guy, just aim for the ground between a whole bunch of guys, and usually you can fix all their wagons. Cease areas. There's one of the guys. Okay.
What are these things? Are there any still intact that I can analyze?
Well fought.
You're here.
We haven't got much time.
Who are you?
Why have you been watching us?
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. I will. I will. I know.
Will what?
I wasn't talking to you, little light.
I'm a ghost, actually.
Many guardians fell. Strong ones. But you made it here. Yes, I'm listening. They are here. With me.
Who's she talking to?
Understood. You need my help, Guardian.
Is that why you brought us here?
They brought us here. The Vex. Evil so dark it despises other evil.
You're not a guardian.
No. I was not forged in light. But I believe where our paths cross, ground could break. Have you heard of the Black Garden?
We've heard the legends.
The greatest threat to us all lies there, where these machines are born. Find the Black Garden. Rip out its heart. Only then will your traveler begin to heal.
Can you help us find it?
My path's my own. I can't.
If we're going to find the Black Garden, we need to see the Awoken.
Ah, yes. The Awoken. Out there wavering between the light and the dark. A side should always be taken a little light. Even if it's the wrong side. Too late returning. How many? Hold position, kill the engines, and don't let them find you.
So, how do we find the Awoken?
They live all the way out at the edge of the darkness. Last place the light touches. Can't we just stay here with the murderous robots?
No. Little light.
Don't do that.
Okie dokie. So there's that little cinematic. Ooh, what did I get there? Goblin Eye. Take it to... Okay, who do I take it to? Usually, every time you run into a new enemy, you get something, you gotta take it to somebody to prove something to somebody else. So who do I take it to? Set destination... Oh, just tell me to go to the tower. So, launch. Let's go to the tower. Come on, hurry up and get there. Yeah, the more I look at this design of this ship that my hunter here is using, the more I like it. I just wish it was a different color. It doesn't look how I would design a ship if I was going to design a ship and I could do anything I wanted to with it, but it's not a bad design. I just don't like the color. It's certainly better looking than those ones that got the giant, like, nacelles or pylons or whatever the fuck they are on the side that look like they're some kind of monstrous scoop. Okay. I hate it when Xander has bounty leads.
Yes.
Okay.
Questions for a war?
How do these look?
That's 71, and that's 57. They're both worthless compared to what I've got here. So it doesn't matter which one I take.
This? Stay alert out there.
And apparently I don't have any engrams to decode, so go back to orbit. See if they expect me to go to the reef immediately or not. If they do, I might just go ahead and get it out of the way at the end of this episode. I can't take that long to get to orbit. Yes, they expect me to head to the reef. So I will go there. And get my little encounter with the Queen out of the way. Mm, 52, 56. Hey, I got new leg armor. 64. Alright. We're there. We're at the reef.
Where did all this come from?
Every ship that could escape fled Earth during the collapse. They made it this far. I guess they died out here.
It's a graveyard. How did the Awoken survive?
No one knows.
Intruder bearing 127, you have crossed into the realm of the Awoken. State your business or be fired on by order of the Queen.
Don't look at me. Better say something.
We are from Earth. We're here to seek the Council of the Awoken.
Conform to my trajectory. Any deviation will be taken as an act of aggression.
Looks like we're in the right place.
Why is the right place always so terrifying?
So, these are the trespassers demanding an audience.
We didn't mean to trespass.
The Queen herself judges who may or may not enter the realm. Me? I see no reason she should be available for whatever washes up at the reef. But here we are.
We've come to ask for help.
Fallen!
It is afraid of the fallen. It does not understand these ones are mine.
Yeah, not for long.
Apologies, Your Grace.
I am a guardian from Earth. We are searching for the Black Garden.
Why?
We seek to destroy the darkness at its heart.
You want to turn it into a battleground? How unimaginable.
We know where it is.
Everyone knows where it is. The hard part is getting in.
Can you help us?
And why would we do that?
The Queen requests counsel with her brother.
That's good. That's good. Why not? We'll make you a key. How's that? All we need is the head of a Vex Gate Lord.
Gate Lord.
Why do you want a Vex head?
Oh, we don't. And I doubt we'll get one either. But it's your only hope of getting into the Black Garden.
We will return.
Or die on Venus. Either way.
Queen's kind of cute, but she's kind of slutty looking. I don't know. I went to high school with a girl that looked very similar to her that was pretty well known for being pretty loose, so I don't have a favorable view of the Queen. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. If you liked, let me know. Thanks for watching. You want to see me continue with Destiny, let me know. I will talk to you guys in the next one.